Hello everyone. It is time to start the birthday stream. But first, well, part 3 of the birthday stream. My birthday was yesterday. So Stellaris stream went overtime. I realized Scout cheered twice, 2 100-bit increments, which is 2 slices of pie. So while I'm waiting for everyone to come in, I shall eat 2 slices of pie very seductively. Oh, you're gonna be sad you missed this, Scout. Oh. So seductive, that's for you, Scout. I almost choked to death. But yes, we will be resuming. You know what? I'm going to start the universe's simulation because gosh knows when that endgame crisis is going to spawn. I've read some stuff that is concerning. They have tweaked how endgame crises spawn. So there is a chance that because this universe didn't get too advanced, that I might have to wait until the year 2450, which is 50 years before the endgame crisis. And there's some endgame crises that don't spawn for 50 years. So there is a bit of concern in me that due to these rules, there is a chance this universe might actually skip an endgame crisis and hit victory year first. There is definitely intrigue on my part. So last night I was running this around here and it was going quite fast. So I will just resume. And it should begin. But yes, everyone survived. It was great. Lurk, have a beautiful lurk, Eliowo. Let's see if Banjo manages to survive. His murder bots did not do a very good job murdering. Scout also has his tiny little bubble. Birds basically got the south of the map. My wife has dealt with a 4th tier rebellion because that section rebelled from her empire. Then that section rebelled from the rebellion, and this section rebelled from the original rebellion. It's hilarious that there was like a, yo dog, I got a rebellion inside your rebellion. But yes, Scout, I am eating the other piece of pie, don't worry. You redeemed your bits. Knowing Adam takes his subscribe-a-thons and cheer-a-thons seriously. That's why even though Knowing Adam's throat is shot, Knowing Adam is going to continue to bring this live to your faces. So yeah, when I was doing the reading on the new calculations and stuff like that, it seems... Oh, Starsky, are you getting jumped again? I think Starsky's getting jumped by the Zamnian League again. Yeah, Starsky's getting jumped by the Zamnians again. Oh, Bird is fighting the alliance that my wife has with this kind of section of the universe. We will see who triumphs. Starsky looked dead to right before they got, spit roasted in a very unique way. And it managed to drag on the war enough that the two sides invading Starsky kind of met in the middle. I wouldn't say middle, more like 2/3 and a third. But it made it so that way a white peace was impossible. So they just kind of took a couple systems from Starsky each. So Starsky still has a relatively intact, strong empire. But now only dealing with the Zamnians, it seems Star Sky should have enough firepower to live. So as of right now with my bets, I have 6 hours of Fortnite to do, and I need to open up the community challenge stream and start doing some community challenges. Wait. How is that empire alive on 0 population? Stellaris can just give you some very weird things. Hi, Scout. You're still alive. I ate 2 pieces of pie for you because I realized you cheered 100 bits twice yesterday. Plus, I just wanted to eat 2 pieces of pie. But I'm going to pretend it's because I'm just so dedicated. Dedicated. Yay and yay. Also, the first piece of pie I ate, Scout, was very seductive, so sorry you missed that. I'll have to clip it for you. And then send you the clip. Sorry, don't mean to be gross right there. But almost choking to death on that pie to eat it seductively. A saucy pie? It was pumpkin. It was a pumpkin pie. 'Twas delicious. But it was a saucy pie eating. So you excited, Scout, to see if your empire manages to survive? I also read they tweaked the way that Endgame Crisis spawn. So they really neutered the chance that it comes within the first 25 Endgame years, which is silly to me. And certain modifiers exist that make it impossible to spawn before 50 years. And then some empires, like once it spawns, it only spawns with a warning of like, oh, I'm coming in 50 years. Like, I think it's 2 of them. I know the Pytherian Scourge for sure is 50. So there is potentially a way this universe actually escapes without an endgame crisis. Sounds like it could be forever. Well, here's the thing. Victory year is set to the year 2500. So as long as an endgame crisis isn't going on the year 2500, the game will be won and no endgame crisis will ever spawn. So that's what I'm saying. So basically, you know, the this is going to stop is going to be at the year 2500. Because if the endgame crisis doesn't spawn, I mean, there's theoretically a way it could go past 2500 if the Empire spawns, like, Crisis Empire spawns, like, really, really late. And, like, you're still dealing with the mid-game crisis around 2500. But then, you know, at least something will be happening. So I am intrigued and really hopeful that something does spawn. So like I said, it can still spawn every 5 years, but they really reduce the chances of it appearing. So theoretically, maybe 2415, it can appear. Doesn't mean it will, but it can. So I'm basically just keep looking for 5-year increments. 2410 is when I paused it last time. And I'm intrigued. I really hope, or at least a notification of it shows up, so at least I know when it's, like if it's the Pytherian Scourge and it's like, ooh, I'm coming in 50 years, then at least I'll know that I only have to wait about 50 in-game years. I wonder if it shows up on my situation log. Probably not. I wonder. F1. Does a keyboard shortcut for that work? Nope. There we go. Astral Rift. Okay, so I don't see anything. No. I don't see anything about an in-game crisis yet. Oh. Gotta hit. I'm basically down to hotkeys because I also have the, like, speedy... I have the speedy simulations right now. I said... Yeah, it's still escape. There we go. Oh, also, oh yeah, that's right. Starsky got jumped by the Zambians again. Poor Starsky is getting really ganged up on. So yeah, I think even though I'm an observer, I theoretically should still be able to see if a notification comes up saying, hey, we're coming in 20 years or something. Ooh, there's 32 countries now. Also, I'm just amazed that every human is still alive, considering, like, some of the starts and situations they ended up in. Like, I'm just amazed that everyone is still alive, especially Banjo. Considering I literally my mind was broken yesterday trying to figure out how he was still alive. There is one endgame crisis that can spawn without a warning. Oh yeah, that's right, it's the Unbidden. So they're like astral invaders. So they just jump in without a warning. No, oh, do I see anyone spawning? I sadly do not. Yeah, I was about to say, you're lucky that I programmed Bird, even though she has like the zombie birds and stuff, that I still gave them like pacifism in them, because it looks like they just made like you a protectorate. So basically they've just gobbled you up and it's like you're my little you're my little puppers. They are almost up to 300,000. That like collective that keeps jumping Starsky, and Sharvington is leading. Oh, also Scout, if you want to send me a gaming challenge for the gaming challenge streams, you obviously are the one that I will listen to first. So I'm going to check the anomaly logs, make sure that there wasn't a warning that showed up. No. Sure, it would show me. Oh. Escape. Come on, it's not that hard. Listen to my key instruction. Challenge, have fun. Ah, man. I gotta have fun. Scout, why are you trying to make this impossible? No, I was kidding. I will... You know what? I think I could actually make that. Because, like, it's, like, supposed to be a quick challenge stream, so I think I'll just make the challenge literally be have fun. So I'll just go and, like, play some fun minigame. I'll probably do Yakuza karaoke, to be honest. God, I remember that. What was it? The affiliate stream I did that at? I'm trying to remember when oh no, yeah, I just literally had a night where I just like showed off Yakuza and I just did so much Yakuza karaoke. It was a fun time. And then there was one time I was like actually like singing the songs, like Dead Man Lords forwarded me like the English translations of those songs while I was like playing them in game, and then got me to sing them got me to sing them like the English versions. Man, I love doing fun community streams. It just brings like so many interesting little, memes and fun times and memories. That's why, like I said, on my birthday, I just wanted to spend a lot of time streaming because, I've been in and out of it, or, I've just, had to be doing like tiny streams and stuff like that. I just wanted kind of a, I wanted to be like, yeah, let's just have some fun and chill and, not challenge myself to games, difficult games 24/7. Also, there's a reason I'm not zooming in on anything. It's mostly to do with the fact that I have it on like the super speed mode, and if I zoom in or do anything, it just makes my computer go quite wonky. Oh, I do see... I'm going to assume they're jumping Star Skies again, aren't they? Oh my god. Will they just leave poor Star Sky alone? The Zamnians and Sharv's Federation just keeps punching poor Star Sky. I love how Banjo yesterday in the chat so much was like, I want to go and help the Moo. I don't think the Moo needs help right now, leading a coalition with like 500,000 firepower. Honestly, depending upon where they spawn, Sharv's Federation might be what saves this universe. Granted, there's obviously areas it could spawn, like, down here on the opposite side of the map where everyone's a little segmented and there's like no fallen empires near. So there are definitely spots where they can spawn without, being very helpful. But I have a sneaking suspicion that, you know what, I think this universe will survive. I think it'll be tough, but I think that when the endgame crisis finally decides to show its face, I think your universe will be able to handle it. But yeah, now that I've figured out this slightly faster method, I think next time I do one of these, I won't, be doing it for, 10 to 12 hours. Because, last night I think I went through like 40 or 50 years. Something like that. And that was only in a couple hours, so I guess I'd probably still be pushing 6 or 7. But then again, the beginning of the game also plays a little faster. Like, right now it's getting bogged down because there's thousands of populations in the universe right now. Cutie, you say cutie knowing Adam, Banjo. I say cutie Banjo. Well, I hope you are doing well. Eliowo is on a lurk, but I'm sure Eliowo would appreciate you calling them a cutie patootie aliuti. Yes, Scout definitely cute. I ate pie sexily to Scout earlier. Scout wasn't here though. I should have waited until Scout said hi before I did seductive pie eating. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said it 100 times already. Banjo, oh whoa, somehow you survived because you own that system. That system had no planets in it. That broke my mind for like 10 to 15 minutes trying to figure out how you survived because it said you had 60 population. In that system, you have a planet somehow. And since the system is unclaimed, you somehow are still allowed to have your planet there. But I'm curious if anyone tries to claim it, if that will negate the fact that you have people in it. And also, you know, why your own single last little system has not just claimed it yet either. Because then you could have two systems. You know what? Maybe you're doing it as like scout sympathy. You're like, you know what? I need exactly one system, but I can't have a planet in it because that would be too cruel. All right, we're coming on to the next chance of a generation. Oh, also Banjo, I was doing some reading, and they switched how the endgame crisis spawns. So it's pretty much 0 before the first 25 years. If certain conditions aren't met, then you also have very low odds until year 50. Banjo is mega cutie, can confirm. Knowing Adam took Shadow Pup's advice and sent national park data to Banjo, Sharv, and themselves, and I hope they have a lovely time at that park if they decide to go. Scout 80 is cutier? Aw, man. I don't want to get involved in that. I will take the King Solomon approach and say you are both cutie patootie alley-ooties times infinity. Nope. Is my computer getting borked? Oh, of course, another war. Are they jumping on Starsky again? Poor Starsky keeps getting sandwiched. We need to be scheduled enough to... Oh, secluded enough to redacted. Oh, I assure you, if you go to one of the backwoods camping sites, you will be secluded enough to redact. Yeah, that's why I didn't suggest you go to like one of the front country camping sites, because it's basically a trailer park in a national park. But if you go to one of their backcountry sites, then oh boy. Banjo, wait, secluded. Oh my. Yeah. Banjo and Sharvington probably be doing each other, not themselves. That would... Although I won't judge. I won't kink shame. Alright, I don't see a spawn. Do I see anything in the situation log? No. Shoot. Oh yeah, that's right. I shouldn't be trying to do it that way. League of Non-Aligned. Oh my god! I just realized something. Pause, slow down. Holy shit, you're in an endgame crisis. Oh my god, pause. We have an endgame crisis. That is not the one I was expecting to trigger, but it did. So let me explain. There is one kind of odd endgame crisis. It is called the War in Heaven. So you know how I said those fallen empires are like the Holy Roman Empires, and sometimes they could just wake up and choose violence? Holy Purge, War in Heaven. You guys have a war in heaven. The endgame crisis has officially started. So this endgame crisis is a little bit different. Instead of the threat coming from outside the galaxy, the threat is within the galaxy. So I probably should have been looking at the Fallen Empires to see, because I don't actually think I've ever had a War in Heaven trigger in one of my saves. So I'm actually really excited to see how this plays out. So what happens is basically two fallen empires awaken, ramp up for about 5 years in military production, and then demand everyone in the universe either pick a side or be eliminated with the others. So when I saw League of Non-Aligned Powers, I'm like, holy shit, a war in heaven is going on. And that's why I decided to pause it so quickly. So this one actually might not take too long. So it's the Calassian Restorers, which I believe are... Oh no, those are the Arbitrators. Oh no, wait, yeah, they're the other side. So they are one side of the war. One side of the war. The other side are the Arbitrators. Where are the Arbitrators? Arbitrators, Arbitrators, Arbitrators. Are you the... Nope. I'm trying to find where the second empire is. Yep, so basically there's three sides of the war. There's one side... Excuse me, I'm so excited. My throat just gave out. So yeah, one side is joining with them. The other side is joining with... So let's take a look at these ones, actually. Oh, I know you have a war in heaven going on. Government. So what type? Mining. Really? The Xenophiles are on the defensive. I drank my water too quick. I got so excited. So one half of the universe is siding with the Xenophiles down here. The other half... Holy Purge. Are you getting a double war in heaven? Are they seriously 2-to-1ing you right now? Oh yeah, Xenophile versus Xenophobe. So where are you? Because that will determine... Hello, good sir. How's your weekend going so far? My weekend's going great because we just got the Endgame Crisis spawned. And it's one that I have actually not really played through myself. And I'm excited to see how it goes. So it's called the War in Heaven. The Faller Empires, which are those like dormant empires, they decide to wake up and basically demand to the galaxy, you're either with me, against me, or you're in my way. And then they basically create three sides of a war. And until one side is the Watchers are there. So that's the Holy Roman Empire that keeps beating up on Bird. They appear to be League of Non-Aligned Powers, Holy Purge. So I don't think they're in the War in Heaven. They probably have just woken up and be like, look, I'm just tired of you on my borders. Because if Bird Eye's in the League of Non-Aligned Powers, that would explain it. Oh yeah, Bird's in the League of Non-Aligned Powers. So Bird has actually drawn a third Fallen Empire into this war, who's basically just fuck the non-aligned. Holy shit, this is interesting. The Restorers. Oh, they are right there. So, oh my god, they're all in the Southern Ring. Everything is in the Southern Ring. So it's the Xenophiles versus the Xenophobes versus the pissed off spiritualists that are not happy with Bird constantly kind of... Do we expect anyone to survive? I know you were thinking a bit unlikely. Well, here's the thing. They are actually the most likely to survive a war in heaven because the fallen empires are going for each other first and foremost. And with all three of them down on the Southern Ring, I actually think there's a high chance the universe survives. Basically, they just go until one side dies. Let's see, who joined the non-aligned powers? So it looks like, oh my god, Starsky, after everything Sharvington and the Zamnians have done to them, they have joined with them to form the League of Non-Aligned Powers, along with Bird Eye and, oh, Pupperson 9. So my wife's alliance as well decided to turn into the League of Non-Aligned Powers. They're part of that alliance. I have joined the League of Non-Aligned Powers. Oh yeah, they're also in Sharv's alliance. The Vran Confederation, where are you? Sorry, I'm just very intrigued at this because it's a little harder to see because normally it's just like, hey, here's where the Empire has spawned. Like, where's the Vran Confederation? Okay, I'm gonna drag this down and see if there's any more in the non-aligned powers. No, Banjo, which side did you join? Oh no, Banjo. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, they're still eating glue, but they also chose a side in the war. Oh, that'll be interesting. What side? I'm gonna open up the war in heaven and see. No, I'm observing you. You should tell me what the war in heaven is doing. I want to see the sides. I want to see who joined who. Wait, Pups? Pups, what have you done? They're just straight up eating it and hoping for the best. Pups, you didn't join us. You didn't join the League of Non-Aligned States, and you're right in Bird's territory, who's like one of the members of it. Oh no. No, Pups, you have to survive. Okay, I'm gonna find the other one in your League of Non-Aligned States. Where the hell is the Vran Confederation? That did not help me at all. Vran Confederation. If someone... Oh, that's the other half. That's the breakaway state from that empire. Banjo's murder bots are... Yeah, Banjo made murder bots. Situation log. Nope. Okay. I'm going to assume Banjo's went xenophobic. Like, I'm trying to see what side of the Holy War they went on. Alright, I'm going to stop observing, start zooming out, and we're going to see how this war in heaven plays out. I have it back down to normal speed, so we can kind of... Oh wait, will it tell me on here who's on what side? Because I am very curious who's where. Okay, so I have it on a more normal speed going forward. Oop, unpause. I'm very intrigued. How did Banjo's murder bots not get drug into the war? Also, Scout, how did you not get drug into the war? Also, you're literally on one of the unaligned... I'm assuming I went with Bird's universe. Well, Bird went with the League of Non-Aligned Powers, like you could tell, because... And it doesn't say you're in there. I wonder if you'll join? Because to be fair, I think there's like a couple years where like the sides can still be a little wishy-washy. Who is on first? What is on second? Oh my god. I am just so... I can't wait to see how this plays out. You know what? I'm going to keep down here because this is the important area. This... So it's these two empires versus each other. And these ones being like, you know what? I'm sick of the non-aligned. And coming down to basically punch Bird. Because Bird has been excuse me. Harassing them all stream. I'm intrigued to see how the sides line up. I'm also going to periodically peek in on them to see... War in Heaven, War in Heaven. Oh my gosh, that's right. There's two sides to the War in Heaven. So everyone's having... Oh my god, there's so many War in Heavens. I love it. Okay, War in Heaven, War in Heaven. Which one? Okay, so we have... Actually, I'm going to pause this and kind of look. So we have the Restorers and the Arbitrators. Okay, so this is the main war. So you have Vran. So you have the Pup Fellowship. That's one of my wife's breakaway states. The Sathan Star Realm. Where are you? Well, you're not one of ours. I'm curious where Banjo's murder bots went. Colonel. Scout's good boys. Scout, you chose the... Oh, who... Which side is this? The attackers? Scout, you didn't do what I think you did. Okay, I'm on their empire. Scout, you went with the xenophobes. Scout. Where the hell is Banjo then? Is Banjo just literally not in the war? I think Banjo is ducking out of the war. Okay, and let's check the second one. The Restorers versus the Sildorian State, which is... So this is the League of Non-Aligned. So the Restorers are fighting you guys as well. So Sharvingtons, Bird Eye, me, Starsky, Vran. They gave me bacon. It's not my fault. Oh no! They bribed you with bacon. How could they? Alright, I gotta take the off. Alright. I want to keep an eye out because, to be fair, you can still fight each other during this, especially if you're on like different sides of the war. But again, we need to keep... Oh my god. That's right, they have all that space to expand into. But you have all that space to expand into. Why aren't you... Oh, because you're getting attacked from the Sildorian State. You can't expand. The Arbitrators, I think... Yeah. So these are the Xenophile ones. The Sildorian State is literally feeding, by the looks of it, their army into here, probably. Going to assume that's why they're not expanding. Yeah, and Bird also has them that way. Crispy bacon, the way to go. Exactly. So I think the Xenophilic ones, they don't have anyone on their borders because they're a defender. So the League of Non-Aligned is not going for them. So they are basically free to just keep expanding and expanding. While these ones are probably still... Oh, the Restorers. Oh no! Not my pocket planets! Okay, so they're expanding all the way out there? What the hell? Oh, this is so interesting. Ah, we got an endgame crisis. I'm so excited to see who survives. How will this war end? How will this war end? Will we survive? Will we survive? So the other thing, too, about a war in heaven is there is a small chance a second crisis can spawn as well in the middle of a war in heaven. So while this war is going on, there is also a small chance that while the war in heaven is going on, another crisis could spawn. Banjo's still not choosing a side of the war. Poor Scout. I hope you don't get Nom Nom, Scout. Although, to be fair, you still have the Sky Dragon in your borders. So, and I mean, I think Bird's going to be too busy throwing all of her resources up there. Although I did just see a ship go down your direction. Oh, there's a decent amount of ships going in your direction, Scout. No, please don't attack. You know what? I think the reason that Banjo might... Yeah, there's... Oh, that's right. They're just Salt Consciousness. So that means they're like hive minds and stuff. So they don't play politics. So all the murder bots, they aren't joining any side because they are allowed to choose no. So Banjo is not in the war in heaven. And that might keep Banjo alive. Poor Scout did not have a choice. Because they are not, like, you know, a murder bot or just Salt Consciousness like a hive mind. Even though Starsky is technically a hive mind, I made them an empathetic one. Nom Banjo. Banjo is probably the only one that won't get nommed, considering they're not in the war. Not a lot of military power has been expended. The map is getting a little wonky, though. I'm intrigued to see how it ends up. It's going to be interesting to take like a before and after, because the map really didn't change in the 15 years-ish since I took that screenshot, so I'll be interested to see how the borders end at the end of this war in heaven. Also, we can keep an eye on the progress here. Oh, wow, yeah. So War in Heavens, the war exhaustion is extremely slow. Because it's basically, you know, one side has to kill each other. So they purposely, like, nerf down the chance that all of them can just fight and then just choose peace. Like, obviously, if it goes on for millennia and millennia, like, it will stop. Like, it does have a point where it will be like, okay, war exhaustion will stop this war. Nom Banjo the Roddy's other side. Oh my gosh. Scout and Elio are just nomming that poor Banjo, even though Banjo is the only one not in the war. Banjo's murder bots just never figured out how to murder, but Banjo's gonna survive because he's not on a side in this war. Plus, also they're on like the far north. Banjo's up here on the far north. All this war is happening down here in the south. Oh, wait. League of Non-Aligned Powers Holy Purge. Why are there so many different percentages? Okay, so the good news is these guys have not technically awoken. So they're still just kind of being like, get off my land, bird, and kind of just punching her around the borders. But the xenophobes put a border right there, so that might awaken them fully. Like, you notice how they're still at like 441, so they're not at full power. Like, when they ramp up to awaken, it takes about 5 or so years, but they'll ramp up to about 1.5 million power. Right now it seems like, oh yeah, no, they're starting to eat into the Sildorian state. I'm gonna see how badly they're getting nommed. Okay, they've still got a decent amount of power. Like, yeah, there's still hundreds of powers of fleet. But it's odd that they're not going for... Well, I mean, I guess the League of Non-Aligned is right on their border, and they're too busy expanding. The good news is there is a huge-ass buffer between, you know, the Sildorian state might just basically get nommed while the Xenophiles decide to expand. War in Heaven. I am very intrigued. Yeah, I love how everyone... It seems like every empire is taking this opportunity to just kind of, you know, punch the other side of, like, the regular empires. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. They actually got a military victory in there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe the xenophobes will win this. Which might not be bad for Scout. Oh no, they are eating Bird. Uh-oh. Bird is getting eaten because she's been picking a fight with them for so long. So Bird's getting devoured. And Scout, you are on their side. No, that's not Pupperson. Oh, Pupperson is... Wait, what? You're both on the League of Non-Aligned Powers. How can you eat... Oh, did my wife come in and just steal that back after the other side stole it? So the good news, Scout, is you are on the xenophobe side. So they won't eat you. So you might just get nommed up by the other side of the war. While Bird gets destroyed. Scout, I think you chose right. Poor Bird. I think she's gonna bear the brunt of this. Holy shit. I mean, I know this is just Donut Simulator, but like there's a little girl squeaking inside of me because I've never had a war in Heaven Trigger. I usually always somehow got some other endgame crisis to trigger. Or, you know, in my chance to test, I kill a fallen empire. Hello! I heard a notification. I am going to because... Alright. I'm going to pause this. And I'm going to deal with bot. I'm going to do it live on stream. Alright, it's the name. Ban. There we go. At least I got a free follow. Yay! Right. Oh, yeah, wrong. Oop. Oh. I'll be sure to cut that out. Be gone, bot. The ban undoes the follow. Oh well. To be fair, that's not a follow I really need. I was more just making a joke. If a bot's following me, that's not really something I want anyway. Scout, you're about to get engulfed again by a new friend. It's a bot, Adam. I need to make myself a bot. Well, it seems the xenophobes are seemingly outramping the xenophiles and seem to be doing pretty good. They're punching into the League of Non-Allied. They're punching into Bird, who's been punching into the Holy Roman Empire this whole time. Not enough to awaken them, but just enough to keep them, you know, constantly bapping. Okay, I just heard that's probably another follow notification, I bet. Oh, no. Get out of that. Ace Pup 20 is followed. Well, thank you for following, Ace Pup. I will go here. Oh. Stream manager there. Stream health. That's the one I normally have it on. So I don't reveal silly things like that. To block them to remove the follow? I was about to say, if the follow stays, so be it. If not, I mean, if a bot's following me, then it doesn't really do much other than make my numbers look slightly more impressive. Wait, what's that? Oh, Bird. Oh no, Bird. I think you might be the first victim. Yeah, no, okay. So yeah, the war in heaven is hardly moving. Oh wow. Is that... My wife is coming in, I think, to keep nabbing pieces off of the Fallen Empire's gains. My wife is helping Bird. I don't think my wife would want to do that. No, just kidding. I'm very intrigued. The Xenophile Empire is expanding so slowly. Like, I wonder what they're doing. The AI is funny sometimes. Hashtag Banjo no murder bots. Banjo secretly has peace bots. Oh, they're expanding into the League of Non-Aligned? Really? Yeah, they should not be attacking through that way. Alright, where is the... You. Did they not... Online Holy Purged. War in Heaven. Yeah, why are they fighting you? You're on their side. Is it because they're not letting them through or something? Also, they could just go that way and fight their enemy. What's that one? The Vabakian Pious Alliance. Oh yeah, that's right. So they had a rebellion. So that's their third rebellion. And they are with the xenophobes by the looks of it. This holy war is going to be interesting. Wow, my wife's military must have gotten stronger. I remember that she was on kind of the weaker end, but she's basically coming in and saving birds' bacon right here. Like, I know they've been at war for most of the game, but it seems like... I mean, here's some good news for Starsky. I'll give them that. They're finally not getting spit roasted. Starsky finally has a chance to live in peace because of war. Oh my god, who's gonna win? And who will survive? I must say, because of the way the AI is acting, I'm surprised that everyone's doing as competent as they are, because it's like each side has like 1 million firepower, but they're splitting it up so much that the universe is holding it. Yeah, like they're actually taking back sections from the Empire. I'm honestly baffled. The AI is handling it somehow. Granted, I think it's probably because they're getting very occupied, like, up here. So they're only sending, like, small forces in to try and deal with Bird. And then the combined powers of the non-aligned are keeping them out. But that leaves that flank weak. And for some odd reason, they're coming down this way instead of going and attacking the soft underbelly to end the war. Because AI gonna AI. Oh, what the hell? Oh, they're cutting through Bird. Or not Bird, my wife. My wife is not Bird. Don't tell my wife I accidentally said that. Who's gonna win? That's right, the soft underbelly of the xenophobes. Everyone knows it's where you stab a xenophobe, right in the belly. That's right. I love I love that little emote, Elio. I love it so much, like the little boop 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 boop. Wish my tummy was big enough to kind of belly drum it. I mean, I could do it this way, but I can't, like, you know, do the pat 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 pat. I'm intrigued on the AI's logic, because they're, like, snaking through this way for some reason. Because they can't really... Then they'd have to snake back up, and why are they going this way? Your enemy is right there. No, rub the underbelly on a xenophobe? No. You rub the underbelly on friends. You lure xenophobes in with a belly rub, and then you stab. Shaw. Oh my god. This War in Heaven is going so odd. This is not how I expected a War in Heaven to go. I expected both fallen empires to just go ham and try and kill each other, and then just basically everyone else just choosing not to get in the way. But this is like, they're literally being like, oh, you're non-aligned? I'm coming to kick your ass. The sovereign Sharvington States? Sharv had a rebellion? Sharv, you had a rebellion. poor Sharv. Sharv had a bit of an issue. I wonder if a second crisis is going to spawn. Oh wait, I have something in my situation log. Well, I know victory is not currently possible. Okay. You love your bongo emote too? Maybe I'll be lucky, and after this like whole sub and cheerathon thing, I'll actually have enough for another emote slot, so I could do some more stuff. Moose Sharvington Sharv says, "Moo you authority." Yeah, that's right. Moo the authority. Moo you authority. This is not how I was expecting it to go. Also, with these two empires so similar in color, I'm wigging out a little bit, trying to figure out who the hell is fighting who. Yo, dog rebellions, moo rebel. Yeah, that's right. I'm curious. Oh, the war in heaven. Oh, it seems to be... Wonder which side that is. So those ones keep punching bird, and I think myself too. Yeah, because I'm on their borders. I mean, I'm up here with Sharv, or with everyone else, having my lands mostly be safe. And the good news is Scout sided with the xenophobes, and they don't seem to care enough about Scout to take him out. So, if things keep going this way... Is that against the non-aligned powers? I'm just going to open this up just to see... The War, the Arbitrators, Fellowship, Rebellion... Okay, so they are... Oh my god! The Arbitrators are suffering war exhaustion against the non-aligned.
Planetary invasion begun.
Oh, okay, I got up. No spoilers. Like, they're actually losing steam against the... Like, it's 11 to... Oh, 10 to 5 now. They probably invaded some planets. But they were actually starting to lose some steam. Like, there's a gap between the non-aligned and the xenophiles. This war could take a while, and I'm all for it. I'm very, very, very intrigued. Who the hell is going to win this? And how many of our people will survive? Because the other thing, too, is if the xenophiles are cutting their way through Bird, I think they might be cutting in a direction... Oh yeah, they're cutting right towards Scout. and the xenophobes are right by Scout. Scout, you better hope they gobble you up and protect you. Scout, I don't mean to alarm you, but you may have wished you were on non-aligned after all. Holy crap. I'm just... Oh, no, they didn't cut off. I thought they cut off the xenophiles for a second, the non-aligned. My wife seems to be doing a lot of work, because Bird was, like, getting eaten, and then my wife kind of, like, cut through there, and then they were starting to gain momentum kind of here, but then she started cutting down there. Like, she's doing great. But it's Scout, I hope you survive. And then I also hope the non-aligned don't turn around and stab you in the back too, because that's the thing, you're also like surrounded by non-aligned space. Technically, Bird's army at any point could just go in there and try and finish you off as well, while cutting that off. But birds also dealing with that Holy Roman Empire type place, you know, kind of punching and smacking around her. So this war, this is definitely a war. Oh, and I think the Kareem Unity, is also starting to gobble up. Oh my gosh, I think they're losing momentum too, because 3-3, 3-3, yeah. Oh no. Okay. So the xenophobes are actually starting to wear down the non-aligned, probably because they keep punching into Slidorian space. But the xenophiles are losing steam against the non-aligned. Huh. This is an interesting three-way war. Uh-oh. A scout there. This is the xenophiles are coming for you. It's so weird that they decided to snake through that way. Excuse me. I wish I could see the AIs like thinking during all of this. Because if the non-aligned lose steam against the xenophobes, then I don't know what that does. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they are putting ships in that direction. So that appears to be their attack vector, is to attack through bird and up again. For some reason. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because they took those systems. That became the closest system, and that's why the AI is going that way. It's like, I'm going to get to those systems and take it, and then it's going to cut back up that way. That's the only thing I could think that makes sense. And I think this one was just like punching the non-aligned both way, which is why it ended up with one of Bird's systems there. Somehow I'm on the unaligned, and I have not lost any of my tiny systems. It is weird. Oh, no, wait. I think... Oh, yeah, no, I did. That's right, I had one. No, it's there. It's still there. You know, I have all of my weird kind of tiny planets all around, and I have my stuff in the north? Am I fighting someone up here in the north? Hello? My empire grew up there. Sharv out of rebellion. These ones seem to be doing some work in here, and I think it seems like I'm helping Sharv by the looks of it. Oh my god, I'm fighting the ones that made me break up. Haha, vengeance. Vengeance. I'm not helping the Holy War, I'm helping myself. Woo. And if I fuck up, I've still got that tiny planet down there. Yeah, I didn't realize mine was growing up there. I'm like, what the hell is going on up there? So yeah, they must have joined the xenophobes or xenophiles. Oh, Scout. I don't know how this is going for you. I count 4 systems. And there is not a lot of war fatigue right now. No, Scout, I want you to survive so bad. I hope you're all, like, enjoying my kind of play-by-play and I'm not just being too annoying. Because I am doing my best to describe the freaking madness that's going on right now. There is a lot of madness going on. Like, I almost missed the fact that my empire, of all things, was expanding in the north. There's so many little tiny wars and everything going on. Like, the front lines are just all over the place. I love it. Scout is only allowed to die to my murder bots. Look, you have 0 murder bots right now, Banjo. You're enjoying my commentary? Good. It appears they're one system closer. They're one system closer, Scout. I don't mean to alarm you. Maybe you'll get lucky, and when they get there, instead of killing you, they'll go up that way. Uh-oh. Scout. Scout. Banjo, I love your murder bots. You know, you actually can make pleasure bots in this game. You can literally make sex bots that go around enslaving and basically assimilating via pleasure. You can make like pleasure seeker robots that will just assimilate that way. Like I said, Stellaris is a freaking crazy game, the stuff you can do. No, what is that? What is that? What happened there? Oh, I think an empire just capitulated. All the things. Oh my god, the xenophobes are attacking you right there, and you're bothering to go down to scout. Now, go up, go up. Yeah, there you go. I see ships going up now. Maybe you'll get saved, Scout, because they're kind of getting punched in the mouth in their own territory. I'm going to peek up through the list to see how everyone's army's doing, because a lot of people are like down to 0. Like the non-aligned, oh god, yeah, my wife's been doing so much fighting down there, but I think their army's at a seam. Bird's been constantly getting punched. Basically, this hegemony up here is taking on the xenophobes and trying to like solo it. Oh, and Starsky's there too. Wonder if Starsky's allowed through their border, if they're just amassing. But yeah, it seems like everyone here is just kind of going down on the xenophobes. The xenophobes, I think, are just having enough to go there, and they're just kind of fighting in here. Yeah, basically trying to take the actual territory. Whereas, for some odd reason, the xenophiles are just deciding to try and snake all around instead of facing their opponent. So, I mean, there's a decent amount of teeth, but they're facing, like, million PowerPoint armies. So this is what I mean. Like, when you had the endgame crises spawn, like, normally you would get, like, the 1.5 million type armies, but they would be very dedicated to killing everyone. A war in heaven kind of makes it interesting because you have so many different angles and nations joining different, one of the 3 alliances. So you have like people fighting each other from the side. Oh, I think Sharv is in a war up here. Damu's in a war. No. See, I think my side's helping out Sharv, and seems like Sharv's probably having to send some resources up there on this northern front. It's weird. My army and empire, I did not think it would be leading a war in a northern front. To be fair, I think it's mostly Sharv's army, but I'll pretend that I'm doing a little something. Sovereign Sharvington States. Are they fighting against Sharv himself? Well, I guess they did rebel from them. Okay, so they're starting to take back territory up here, so I think you got saved. Pup administration. Oh my god, my wife had another rebellion. Why does my wife's empires love rebellion so much? So yeah, it seems like they're giving it all. So Scout, I think you got saved because the xenophobes started getting some progress up here, which forced their resources back up to defend their own space. But there's still that hole down there, and I don't know if Bird has enough power because she's still getting hit. Yeah, she's still suffering a purge war up here, and my wife has like almost nothing left, which would be your only other chance to cut that off. That one's kind of getting nommed from the top and from within as well. I'm intrigued to see how this will go. There's rebellions, there's movement. It seems like the xenophobes are also starting to make some progress into the Sildorian state as well. Oh my god, and we're still barely past. Like, only one of them is in double digits. That is insane. Some sides aren't even on double digits yet. If the Sildorian state runs out of gas, I think the Fallen Empires are just going to eat everything in the south until they punch each other enough. Because I think the Fallen Empires are the only ones that can cause each other enough war exhaustion to stop this war. Because it seems like all these ones here are, like, all that firepower up in this Confederacy probably only has enough to hold the line against them and keep some pressure off the Xenophiles. Oh my god, Scout! You did it! You have 2 systems, Scout! You got a second system! I don't think it has a planet, though. No, it doesn't have a planet. But you have 2 systems, Scout. Scout has 2 systems. The fucking beam's alive. You're going to take over the world, Scout. Scout, Scout, Scout. Let's do this. Holy shit. Your AI finally decided to do something, Scout. Now here's the problem. It might start doing something and draw the attention of everything surrounding you. So there's that. But for now, Scout finally got his second system. Everyone, let's cheer for Scout. Woohoo! Oh no. Yeah, they're lose. Oh my god, they might actually lose this because yeah, they're finally getting to the point where they're not being able to replenish fast enough. The Xenophiles might lose this. Cheer for Scout! Cheer for Scout! I love how the only thing my empire has basically done is expand myself a little bit in the north. Under the guise of being non-aligned. And since Banjo's not in the war, he doesn't have to worry about getting taken over. This war in heaven might end surprisingly fast because the Xenophiles they're losing steam fast. But then again, they also have to deal with the non-aligned. I can't remember if the non-aligned automatically resign or if the war in heaven continues until the non-aligned is gone as well. So that will be intriguing to see as well, because without the distraction of the other fallen empire, if within the next 10 to 20 in-game years, if the arbitrators fall, then they can just focus everything onto the non-aligned states, and then we'll see what's left over. Ironically, if that happens, it might just be Scout and Banjo. Because if they can just focus on us, like the League of Non-Aligned, I think the fact that it's a 3-way war is the only reason that, the human players have not been getting stomped on. I wonder if Scout's going to get a 3rd system. Over or under on Scout getting 3 systems? Yeah, they're starting to cut through, and those are core systems too. That's just not systems they expanded into. So the fallen empires are like kind of given a huge advantage. 69%, nice, Banjo. Oh my god, they're cutting through the core systems. I think they're about to fall. I think the war in heaven is about to end. Like, I know the war exhaustion isn't going up much, but those are the core systems right there. Like, those were their main systems. If they get through those, then all they have to do is just boop, and then the war in heaven is over. With no human players dead. Shattered, but not dead. Yeah, and they're not able to get steam up quick enough. Someone crack a holy planet and wake up the spiritualists as well. You know, it'd be hilarious fun. The last year of the war was like 2435, and then another endgame crisis spawned, but it was like the Pytherian Scourge like 50 years from now, forcing me to do another one of these streams. I would honest to God laugh my ass off. Yes, agreed. Those are very nice odds, Banjo. So yeah, the League of Non-Aligned Powers are doing enough to hold their lines, but not enough to help save the Xenophilic Empire, who decided to cut through the League of Non-Aligned Powers instead of going for their enemy, and the Xenophobes made the correct move and went directly for their enemy to finish them off. I mean, it might just literally come down to military strategy. Because they're honestly running out of core systems. And once those core systems down, their economy will tank like hell. Like, I'm going to hover over and see I mean, they're not doing too bad still. Considering the amount of, excuse me. The amount of, like, core systems they've lost. Then again, fallen empires are literally basically a cheat code. Like, they are designed to just sit there and then just do all this ramping. I don't know how much longer those xenophiles will hold. This might become a xenophobic empire. Or not empire, sorry. Galactic Custodian? Wow, they even... Mutual Assistance Treaty. Huh. Okay, so because they rebelled against each other in my wife's space, they have their own pact. I thought something else happened. But no, they have been elected. So the Galactic Custodian is basically, you know how Palpatine was like, I am the Senate? They have basically elected themselves the Senate leader, so they get to dictate the laws in the universe. So they can, like, put sanctions on people. And yeah, so basically they decide to lead the non-aligned powers and join the non-aligned powers, and somehow they got themselves to be the Galactic Custodians. Honestly, I'm amazed. Oh, are the League of Non-Aligned Powers also having to deal with... Well, no, because then my system would have been gobbled by now. I mean, they're cutting a good swath through them. And poor birds still having to deal with the nonsense here with the Holy Roman Empire. shit. I'm intrigued. Like, my brain honestly is just happy to see is happy to see a war in heaven. I've never actually gotten to see one play out. I've always gotten, you know, something like the Scourge or one of those ones that just show up to kill you. I've never actually had, like, one where you can politic your way through the endgame crisis. Not gonna lie, the fact that your endgame crisis was the war on heaven probably saved this universe's bacon. Because it was a fight from within and not from outside. And the fact that two powerful nations basically were just fighting each other. And, you know, a lot of us on the League of Non-Aligned Powers just kind of stood on the outside and just kept ourselves defended. I'm honestly impressed. And even my empire grew. My tiny little empire that never really got much. Except a bunch of little planets floating around. Even managed to expand. And even Scout managed to expand. Banjo's murder bots still have decided that murder is bad. Because they lost a war. But still. I should not have eaten 2 slices of pie and drank so much water at the start of the stream. I apologize. Yeah, they're getting to the point where they can't replenish as well. Because most of their shipyards are in these core systems as well. So they're probably having to go to outer rim systems like here. Oh, the arbitrators. Oh, they've been picking off systems within here. Stupid Varn Nation and the same color borders. I completely missed that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, after watching this stream, how many of you are actually thinking you're going to pick up a game of Stellaris and maybe try it? I'm intrigued to see. And also, I want to send a case to Paradox to give me fucking money. Yeah, technically they're Banjo's death bots. Like, Banjo's economy's good. He should be ramping up death bots. But he is not. Yeah, that's his empire right there in dead last. These are fallen empires, so this is poor Banjo's in last place. And I love how there's been just so many rebellions in this space. Like, there's now like 4 empires that have just spawned from that space. Now the question remains, how long until the war actually ends? Or is the AI gonna AI and the xenophobes are gonna go towards the League of the Unaligned instead of finishing off their enemies, the Xenophilic Empire? Therein lies the question. Okay, so I think, yeah, okay, so those are both Varn Nation. So they got themselves a little pocket there that they might be able to flee to, which will keep them alive, but I don't know, do they have any planets in them, though? Oh, they do have a planet. What? Occupied by the order of... Oh, well, if it's occupied, then how are you still holding it? Yeah, okay. So there. Oh, and they got themselves one down here, right by poor Scout. So, oh, Oh, there we go. They got another chunk of the Empire gone. And like I said, they're fighting through the core systems. So they're going to be on the back foot soon. Their little leads are going to be less and less comfy. I'm surprised they're still at 800,000, honestly, with the amount of resources they've been losing. Like, I wonder where the hell their fleets are. Oh, and I think we got a rebellion up here. That seems like a rebellion. Yeah, okay, because, yeah, Santa Star Realm. That definitely, that's not a name I remember. Who's that over there? Oh, the Nation Grim Awakening. That's right. They had a weird war, and they ended up with some border gore. So yeah, late game Stellaris with all the little empires spawning up. Sometimes you do end up with bad border gore. And there's a joke among the Stellaris community that you don't do war to expand your territory. You do war to fix the border gore. Because look at all the weird little pockets and exclaves and enclaves and boy, they will just not leave poor Bird alone. And in turn, I think that also affects my wife because they grabbed one of Bird's systems, and if for some odd reason it should affect me, but they don't care about me. I have survived this universe by just having them not care about me. Oh, I realize my phone's getting low on battery, so I'm just going to send a message to my wife real quick to bring my phone charger in. And if I miss anything... Oh, there's a little bit of action down in the southeast. There we go. I even said please with a heart. So there's no getting mad at me for forgetting my phone charger for the bajillionth time. Right? That's how it works. Right? Oh god, yeah, they're getting their butts handed to them, I think, a little bit. But due to the fact that War in Heaven is very slow in degradation, since they have planets here and yeah, I think that one was a planet? No, okay. The planet they have is here. So they'll have to cut through that way in order to finish the war. So that could theoretically drag it on a little longer. Even though they're getting their core systems cut down right now. And it looks like they've already ramped up this area to kind of be their next offensive. Oh, I think they just lost another core system. I think 1, 2, yeah, I think they have... Pretty sure it's just those left as the core systems. I'm pretty sure that was part of the first expansion. Or maybe that was the core systems. It's hard to remember because they always change how many systems they start with. No, I want the... Yeah, they haven't even crossed 20% yet. So this is going to have to go to a complete kill because of the slowness of the war exhaustion. The non-aligned seem to be holding their own on that front, although they're starting to get expanded on that way. Good news is they haven't taken the easy path and tried to, take a punt into Bird. Bird is being very aggressive. Oh, so it's saving. Bird is being aggressive and trying to cut into this empire here. Mouse, there you go. Yeah, Bird is trying to cut into that empire there. Okay, Mouse. Look, we're on normal speed. You don't have to do this, Mouse. Why are you doing this, mouse? Map? I have no idea where my mouse is right now. Okay, there it is. Bothmaris. Okay. No, we're just gonna not move the mouse anymore. Unless necessary. And before I come up with a reason to move it immediately. How long before they capitulate? We're going to have to find out. I think my face is covering. To move it over a little. Oh no, actually I just took a peek. I wasn't that bad. I pretty much moved it exactly where it was again. So they are losing a little bit of steam. They're no longer up in the 1.4 millions. They're down to 1.1. But the Cornith arbitrators have definitely taken a punch in the face. And they've basically completely cut off those top 3 core systems, which I assume they're chewing through. And that's what's taking so long. They just have a criminal rebellion? I think I just saw that flash on the Cornith arbitrators. Oh my god, and the xenophobes keep expanding. I mean, I have a feeling I know who's going to win the war. Now it's just a question of how it affects the rest of the universe. I mean, barring some late game miracle in charge. I mean, good news is Starsky hasn't been stabbed in the back for like 5 minutes, so that's always good. I love if the second crisis that spawned was a second war in heaven. That would be hilarious. Oh. I think my wife has actually been like cutting up and cutting through the non-core systems and starting to kind of clean this up. Looks like that anyway, because it looks like, yeah, I think her military shot up that way. Oh, there we go. 95% sure that was a core system. But if it wasn't, then that would explain why they got it so fast. I mean, if they start snaking their way through there, that'll be interesting. Oh, yeah, no. Those aren't... That's definitely not a core system. They took that out so quick. That might be a core system and why they are going this way instead. Oh, yeah. They're... I think the exhaustion's about to start racking up. As they lose system after system. And expand more and more. Apologize, I'm doing my best to keep... Oh yeah, so yeah, my wife is... my wife is starting to cut off the tail. Wife's starting to cut off the tail, and they're probably going to take that system. And my wife's army, hopefully, instead of going that way into the xenophobes and drawing this war out longer, hopefully they decide to, go down and snake and connect everything again, which will also help her empire. Scout, you better get your third system. If not, Banjo 69% is going to be for naught. Gonna see. I don't know if I'm paused, so I'm doing this just to look at my own feed. Okay, yeah. I thought I was paused for some reason. Like my stream, not my actual game. I know my game is working. Oh, there's another 5 years that have passed. Oh, yeah, and they took out another one of the core systems. I'm pretty sure they just have those 3 left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3. Although my wife's army might foolishly be going through. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, just going to force them to come down this way. Unless they deal with those systems first. But yeah, like I said, I'm doing my best to maintain commentary, but there is a little bit of fire in the throat right now. Oh, Northern War, I'm doing pretty good for myself. Hey, I'm finally taking down that hegemony. I'm taking back my old territory. Woo! Wonder if by the end of this, my empire is going to be encompassing Banjos. That'd be pretty funny. Looks like Sharv's rebellion state got destroyed, so it seems like Sharv is dedicating some units to the top. And the blue, or light blue empire in here is definitely, like, they're on one of the sides. I don't know which one. But yeah, they're part of the, they're the reason that the Knowing Adam empire can expand. Oh my god, my Knowing Adam empire expanded this way too, and Bird's been cutting them off. Oh gosh, that might force them to cut. Okay, it looks like they're cutting through my wife's empire, and they're gonna go down and snake around, hopefully. I just hope they don't pull too many resources off, you know, covering that and that. We'll see though. Oh yeah, the Fallen Empire is really getting there. The Commonwealth of Colonel. Why would you get in the way? Why would you get in the way of the Fallen Empire? You fool. Oh yeah, so they've completely absorbed that. They just have 2 core systems up here, the Snake, and then those little enclaves there. Oh, Bird and I are touching tips. To be fair, when Bird had that system, we were already kind of a connected empire already. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm starting to cut. I'm starting to oof. Knowing Adam is starting to actually maybe reform his empire that he lost relatively early. So interesting to see how everything kind of evolves in Stellaris. Like, this Awakened Empire is getting beat up so much, they're almost at the point where they're below the Sleeping Empires. And of course the Sleeping Empires just won't stop punching Bird and all of us around here. Love how the Commonwealth of Colonel is just like, I'm helping. I think the Commonwealth of Colonel is actually... Oh yeah, so they're on one of the sides. Are they blocking their own people from helping? That'd be hilarious. I'm helping! And then just stands in the way of the army. T-pose to assert dominance. Oh, I think we got another little rebellion here. Oh yeah, the Divine Leorian Kingdom. Welcome to the universe. You're a little late, but I'm glad you're here. Don't mean to jinx it, but the universe with all the humans might survive. I mean, war in heaven, obviously the universe will survive in some variation, but like, I think every human is going to make it unless there's like one last offensive from the Xenophiles into Scout and Bird also decides to gobble up Scout. Like, Scout is the most vulnerable one right now. But Scout also has doubled their systems during this war, so good job, Scout. What's a human? Sorry. I should say, fleshy players. There. Does that make it better? Yeah, my empire's expanding. Let's fucking go. That's right, Scout. I still have faith Scout is going to get a third system out of this. There is enough distraction in the universe that I'm sure Scout could... Oh, but Scout is... Oh. Oh my god, Scout, you're actually getting helped. I just realized something. Because of Bird Eye's Holy War, you've actually been completely engulfed. I might have to grab it soon. Expand Dong. You're actually being helped because the other fallen empire basically has you surrounded. So you can't expand once again. But, you know, that should prevent an offensive from going through from the Xenophilic Empire. Because I was wondering why they weren't as well. Wow, the Commonwealth of Colonel is really kind of exploiting the fact that they're on there. Oh my god, they're going down this way to get past the Commonwealth of Colonel, who is their ally. That is fucking hilarious. No, gotta get past my own ally and cut through this systems. That's fucking... Oh, the AI is so dumb sometimes. I love it. They literally created a whole new front just to get around their helper. The sovereignty of Colonel, the Commonwealth of Colonel, the Pup Administration, the Cube Wives, any other... Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, and they're only down to one core system. I'm pretty sure that's their last core system. Oh, thank you for coming with the phone charger.
Sorry, I saw it this time.
That's okay. Do you mind giving me some water too?
Yeah.
My throat's just on
Yeah.
fire. Love you, honey. Thank you. Sometimes, yeah, you're right. The AI in this game could definitely be scuffed. I'd like to give it the benefit of the doubt because I love the game so much, but yeah, you're right. The AI is quite scuffed in this game. Oh, shit. How did I... Ah, come on, get in the... I somehow plugged it in, so only one plug went in. Going to plug this in before I lose you, chat. I don't want to lose you, and I didn't lose you. That's right, no humans, only murder bots and puppies. Thank you, hun. I love you very much. Hope you're having fun. By the way, your empire is doing great. She loves this so much. She was enthralled on the edge of her seat, asking me all the questions. So now that they actually managed to get there, now they're going to have to go through my wife. Oh no, wait, they could go around still. So they might go around and finish that off. So yeah, they're getting into the high 20s. Oh no, my wife cut... Did my wife cut them off that way as well? Oh, the decisions. The weird hairless ape that Adam is. That's true, that's true. Yes, I am the weird hairless ape called a human. And I like to eat cumin. Wait, does Splinter State start up in my empire? Why is the Sildorian state all the way fucking up here? Get the fuck out of my systems. I'm expanding my goddamn territory. You take your fucking bitch-ass non-aligned powers and go punch the fallen empire. Don't fuck with my expansion. Knowing Adam's happy that he's finally started getting a coherent non-border gore empire and you're fucking it up. At least you're not touching Banjo. That's good. Everyone is surviving, and the enemy is getting gobbled up. Oh, there must be a planet on this one, isn't there? No. How have they not... Oh, they actually have military there. There is just so much going on in this map right now. It's hard to keep up. Oh, hey, I'm touching Starsky. Look, Starsky, we're holding hands. Pet Knowing Adam, thank you. Thank you very much. Knowing Adam needs a pet. Knowing Adam is doing his best to be high energy, even though he's been commentating Stellaris for 10 hours over the past 2 days. Knowing Adam appreciates you sticking around and watching and allowing Knowing Adam to fulfill his extension, much to his wife's chagrin. So why haven't they finished off the tail yet? Oh wait, is there a planet? Oh, there's a planet on this one. Yeah, that explains it. So they're going this way instead of, you know, taking the easy way around. So yeah, the Fallen Empire is just chewing through this way then. Alright, any other fun things I should see? My empire should expand like one of those ways. Grab that one. Then you just have a choke point system in 3 systems. And I've kept all my little exclaves out of all of this. All the borders moving around. And I somehow still have all my exclaves. Knowing Adam just needs 3 systems. Just give me these 3 systems. And I will be happy because my empire will be whole and united again. And then I will be almost hugging Banjo. Like, I will have, like, Banjo, like, doop, 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 doop. Right. Who is next? Nom. Knowing Daddy, that's right. Sorry, I have my phone in a slightly different position. If it takes me a couple extra seconds to respond to chat, it's because I had it there, but now it's there because it's where my phone charger will reach. Also, since this war in heaven is taking so long, I'm half expecting a second crisis to spawn. Because there is a small chance that it will spawn during an endgame crisis. I'm pretty sure Starsky will be happy to know that they can finally live in peace because they joined the League of Non-Aligned Powers. Like I said, I don't want to nom Banjo. I want to hug Banjo. I am very happy with Banjo living. I just want to be the one to be hugging him at the end of the game. To be fair, I'm kind of like holding hands, and I'm also holding hands with Starsky. I mean, if I can like punch my way through this empire, I could also be holding hands with Sharp as well. It could be a very peaceful universe. Oh, and I'm holding hands with Bird down here. And I'm holding hands with my wife. That's Squeaky. So they're the only ones I wouldn't be holding hands with. But everyone else I'm technically holding hands with. Look, it's so peaceful. Holding hands with Birds. Holding hands with Banjo. Soon I'm going to get... Oh, there. I took one of those 3 systems. Soon, Banjo, you're going to be hugged. It's going to be a hug. And I'm already holding Starsky's hand, so that makes me happy. Don't think there's a way I can realistically get to Sharvington. Because that empire has been holding back Sharvington, so... Oh, no, wait, I think... no, wait, yeah, they're in their alliance. So I'm second hand holding hand. Scout. Yeah, Scout, you are still living... Oh, no, that's right, Scout. I'm not holding your hand. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Scout. I didn't realize that while I was bragging about it. I was so happy, and then I forgot about poor little Scout Blob down here. Oh, they've finally cut a large swath through, and they're probably going to finish that off. But then they'd have to go all the way over there, which means they're probably going to go... Yeah. I mean... I'm tracing it like the AI is smart. I should know better. Aw, Scout. Yeah, I don't have enough systems to hold your hand. But since you're completely engulfed by Bird... Well, you're no longer completely engulfed by Bird. I'm touching Bird who's touching you. There. And I'm touching Sharv's ally who's touching Sharv. There, we will pretend that is how I get everyone's hand held. There's a lot of second hand touching, but... Oops. Pie crust. There's a little pie crust left on the plate, and it almost made my water cup tip over. Even though, in retrospect, it was empty, so really shouldn't have worried about anything. So yeah, it's basically going until it's a complete kill. Like, I'm pretty sure we know who's going to win the war. I just want to see how the universe shakes down. And also if it forces the xenophobic Fallen Empire to keep fighting the League of Non-Aligned. Because if that happens, then I'm also concerned what's going to happen to the universe. Because if the xenophobic empires are allowed to keep focusing on, you know, on the League of Non-Aligned, like, they still have 1 million power. I'm pretty sure the universe itself is barely even has half of that. Like, so many people are stretched out in this war, especially down here in the south. Like, I mean, maybe Sharvington's allies. Ooh, and Starsky, you really ramped up too. So I mean, it would basically be up to this section of the universe. But they could also just run rampant and take down everything here, so... I'll be intrigued. Oh, one more system, Banjo. Whoa. One more system and you're getting a hug. Or as close as as close as I'll be able to get. Sidorian state punching around the Karemian unity instead of focusing on the Fallen Empire. Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time. I have never seen a war in heaven, and I probably should have pieced together from the AI that they would make a dumb decision like this. Instead of going for each other's throats, they would just spread themselves out in a weird way and get themselves killed. Because that's in essence what happened. Back to the pièce de résistance. No, how are you? Okay, I was about to say, there's no way you should be stuck on that one. Yeah, so they have planet. I think, yeah. No, yeah, so that's planet. So they've only got one left with the planet on it in the tail. Oof. I'm surprised they haven't killed my little exclave yet. God knows, they definitely have enough resources left to. The xenophobic empire has also been smart because they were basically fighting them through that one checkpoint. Now they've expanded, so now they can start chipping away at the Sildorian state in other directions. The Vron could... Oh, okay, yeah. So they just settled 2 spaces away. The Babakian Pious Alliance is going to be a AI making dumb decisions. Nothing new here. Yeah, the AI in Stellaris is very, very unique. There's a reason the difficulty sliders isn't make the AI smarter, it's give the AI more cheaty powers. Yeah, it's I mean, to be fair, like most strategy games seem to do that. It's not make AI smarter, it's give them boost. But yeah, I mean, there's a galactic custodian that got elected and everything. This universe was very... I know there was a lot of war, but for a Stellaris universe, it was surprisingly diplomatic. There wasn't a crisis that came in. It was just some fallen empires woke up and chose violence. This is probably one of the most peaceful Stellaris universes I've seen. But then again, when you're a player, you kind of have more autonomy on the universe, so you can ramp yourself up a little bit faster, which forces the universe to ramp up a little faster. Ooh, rebellion up here. Bronze Sentient Altair. Oh no, I'm not holding Sharp's hand because now that Empire's broken up. I must fight my way through. Come on, down, there you go. Oh, nope, up, there. Oh yeah, they're down to 520,000. Like, they're scraping the bottom barrel of surviving. Oh, but they're dropping below 1 million. Like, they're losing some. Oh yeah, no, they're in a huge fight right now, aren't they? Zoom in on this. See, this isn't a part of the Stellaris I've shown much of. Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, they're gobbling that up. And that's a 3.3 thousand power army. And they're going through to the next, yeah. Okay, so they've basically... Yeah. So there are planets there. Got it. I always thought it was only like the stars meant the planets. Yay, violence. Yeah, see, Stellaris is a very pretty game. Like, I don't know if you ever saw my YouTube videos for like Stellaris and United Stakashi and Commonwealth, but like, you know, all the intros I made them in Stellaris. I just like turned off all the UI filters and I just like filmed suns and ships flying around and, you know, did everything with hotkeys. Oh, the Vron Nation is trying to take out... It's trying to help speed up the war a little. Okay, so they have 3 planets here. Excuse me. Excuse me so much. I'm so sorry. So, I mean, they are starting to meet some resistance, and they are getting slowed up a little. So they might have to spend some time rebuilding. Oh yeah, they're basically just creating a second empire over here. And they're probably going to keep chipping away at this area. Uh-oh. They're waking up again, Scout, and you're right there. Scout, don't get eaten. Yeah, I think they've split themselves up a little too much. And maybe the xenophobic empire will not have enough power to end this as quick as I thought. Let's just hope they don't accidentally nom Scout. That would be sad and embarrassing. Okay, the good news is they're not getting eaten as fast, so they're managing to rebuild. They don't seem to have that advantage because, to be fair, they have their core systems. That's why I said it's a lot easier to rebuild if they have their core systems. But that also means the fleets are like over here and not, you know, where the fighting needs to happen. Oh, they're... Stores. 34 to 11. 34, 32. Wow, they're... The non-aligned are actually being a very big thorn in their side. Like, it's surprisingly even up there. So that's probably why their war effort's slowing, is because they're committing less and less troops, and then they had enough time to rebuild and stop them there. Wish I could change the color of these empires because I'm so confused. Which is which. But yeah, so there's 3 systems there, 1 there, and a pocket of 4 there for the xenophilics. Then basically, yeah, they've expanded smartly, not foolishly. Scouts right there are very much in danger because they seem to have woken up in this region. Thankfully, it looks like they've decided to go that way. Transport Fleet 1. Although I'm trying to figure out where they're... Oh yeah, that's right, because you're blocked out by... Because the Loxian Watchers are still kind of guarding you. Their desire to humiliate Bird has resulted in Scout being protected. It's only a matter of time. Will they be forced to go into one pocket? Oh, whoa, they are losing. Yeah, I have a feeling They had one last big navy left, and it just got caught somewhere. I'm going to assume in this system? No, those are arbitrators. Yeah, fourth wave. So they don't have a lot left. Second wave. Okay, so they basically have a big blob of 144 in here. They've only got 20,000 there. So where the hell are they? Literally only... Oh, Sergeant McCroot Face Wisdom. Oh god, I unplugged that camera. Sergeant McCroot Face. You want to know what my wisdom is? My wisdom is they need to get their guns and they need to start shooting faster. Bang, bang, bang. I want to go home and I want to sleep with Noah Adams' wife. No, not Noah Adams sleep with his wife. I want to sleep with Noah Adams' wife. I see her in there getting ready for bed. Sergeant McCroot Face always gets what he wants. Sergeant McCroot Face. There, I have redeemed Sergeant McCroot Face. Tarnish a relationship? Oh no, please don't leave me for Sergeant McCroot Face. No, I'm sorry, honey. Did you just say he's so plastic? I love it. Love you very much, honey. We're having a war in heaven. It's amazing. Your empire keeps third partying, and it's awesome. I mean, does anyone really win in Stellaris? I love you. But yes, like I said, the goal is to survive, and you are surviving very well. Not as good as some nations, but considering your nation was thrown into the thick of it, I think you're surviving very well. Oh, you did get the family photos back? Aw, I can't wait to see them. Like I said, the opposing side on the war in heaven is losing steam, and that will be the end of the endgame crisis, so hopefully you're still up when this is done. So, because I'd love to see them. Yeah, I think they've just dedicated all of their troops to kinda this region. And it would explain why. Oh, never mind. They have... Well, what's their fleet doing that? Oh, is it going for that? Are they trying to cut that off instead of finishing off down here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Okay, good news is you're still getting protected by the Fallen Empire, Scout. You're still protected by the Fallen Empire. The sleepy one. No. No, I said Scout, honey. You're not Scout. Good news, Scout. You're probably going to survive as long as that neutral war, or not neutral, but the Sleepy Empire keeps being angry at Bird and kind of blocking that section off. Because it looks like they want to expand right into you, but they're just taking every system that isn't occupied by the other Fallen Empire. Which, yeah, no, okay. I still can't believe they haven't taken my Enclave system. Never seen Scout and Knowing's wife in the same place at the same time. Yes, Banjo. Scout is actually my wife. Just with the beard on. It's hard to tell. You have to have the lighting just right. It's the power of Instagram filters. Banjo's. Oh, hey! I've completed the Banjo hug. Look at that. I'm now encircling Banjo as close as I can, because I think if I take that system over, Banjo loses, because that's where all of his population is. Oh, Sharvington's Confederacy appears to have something there. Still holding hands with Starsky. That's good. So yeah, that fleet. What is that fleet? Where is that fleet? Where's that giant 400,000 fleet? No, that's only the 20,000 one. Where the hell did they go? Where are all the ships? Expanding that way. I mean, it would make sense, but this is the AI we're talking about here. Okay, that's actually a ship that's moving. Okay, why is there 400,000 fleet just flying around here doing nothing? The AI gonna AI. Excuse me. See, I mean, I know at least one of their fleets is there, and they have to have a fleet in here somewhere. Have they just given up on the war? I know. Like, therein lies the problem. I'm like, please don't give up on the war. I kind of need you. So they have them at like 40%, because the problem is, like I said, that war in heaven, like, you know, normally a lot of the wars have kind of fizzled after 5-10 years, because when you're two regular empires fighting, the war exhaustion degradation is so quick. But they purposely slow it down for a war in heaven to, you know, prevent it from kind of fizzling. But then again, when the AI going to AI, kind of makes it difficult to not, like, yeah, like they've let them start expanding again. AI gonna AI. Like, yeah, they're letting them take space again, because I think that was just... Yeah, they're letting their, like, 152,000 unit fleet just run rampant while they just have their $400,000 fleet, or 400 power fleet just parked up there. When they could have just, you know, stomped them and finished them. I mean, I understand the League of Non-Aligned was kind of punching them. But still. Also, the Laxian Watchers are very close to... Oh no! Scout. Remember how you were getting protected by the Laxian Watchers? That war has ended. So they kinda have a free shot to you right now. Be interested to see Okay, so they're not, okay, so they are taking all their fleet that way. That has probably saved your butt, Scout. Because if they were still there, parked, waiting for an offensive war again, they might have just... they might have gone for you in that situation. I think Scout just got saved because AI gonna AI. So, I mean, they're expanding aggressively. They're just taking back lost territory because AI. Where the hell is that big fleet? Please tell me it's at least going in the right direction now. Is that you there? No. Okay. Yeah, it's finally going in the right direction. We're gonna get some fighting soon. There you go. 400,000 and... Where'd their 100,000 fleet go? Oh no, is it running away? Wait, that was a 5,000 fleet that I think just... Uh-oh. Scout. Oh no, wait. It's a neutral fleet. Okay. 150, 489. Oh yeah, they're about to get intercepted hard, I think. Oof. Alright. So, if these two end up in the same system, I'm obviously zooming in and showing you what a big Stellaris war looks like. Because that is 160,000 in firepower versus 489. There we go. They're going into the same system. Oh, they got a hyper relay there. Oh, look at them running away. They're running away so fast. Oh no, they came back. What are you doing? You're going to get yourself killed. You had the chance to run away. Oh my god. Yeah, they just went down to 27,000. I'll let you know exactly why. Well, there goes any hope they had. The Sky Dragon will protect the Beagle. Sky Dragon is 40,000. Well, I mean, the good news is Scout doesn't have to worry about it now because they're on the side of the xenophobes, and they basically just wiped out the last of their power. Like, I think they have, like, a tiny fleet up in here somewhere. Like, that's just kind of pushing around. They have a 14,000 fleet somewhere. I saw it. Yeah, 14. Oh, they're trying to expand that way. So, yeah, they're basically expanding that way. So, the good news is, Scout is safe again. And it looks like we're going to have progress as long as they didn't retreat somewhere with their 400,000 fleet. No, okay, good. They're taking it back. So they should start cutting their way down through there again. And hopefully this time finish the job instead of leaving them. I think the reason they left initially was because they were getting third-partied by the non-aligned so hard that they wanted to take their big fleet and stomp them. Because, you know, AI do what AI going to do. Instead of stopping their mortal enemy, they're going to stop the third-partying. Oh, we just got a broken... How did I miss that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to save here. Because we just got a second endgame crisis. Two endgame crises. I don't know how... This is the one that takes 50 years to develop. I don't know how I missed this. The Pytherian Scourge has just spawned. Yeah, this is knowing Adam needs to save. Cause this is amazing. We actually got a double crisis. I know there's a way to turn every crisis on at once, but it doesn't like make them spawn all at once. It like has a spawning cycle. We have a double crisis. I am shocked. And it's all happening in the south, right in the middle of a war in heaven. And it's like even on like the weakest side of the map too. The war in heaven's probably gonna end. With the Xenophiles, but then, will one of these other fallen empires awaken to fight the Scourge? Beagle gonna die? Everyone gonna die. Everyone gonna die, because look how weak the universe is right now. Like, the Restorer's like, here, I'm gonna see... Will it show me? Will it show me their fleets? Okay, that's just their military base. Fleet. Oh, that's right. The Scourge only starts with a Vanguard, I believe. Oh, wow. That's right. The Scourge have a Vanguard fleet. So you basically have to get them quick. That's how you do the Pytherian Scourge, is you rush them. Because as soon as they can start building fleets, you're in a pickle. Pisathian Absorbers. How much power do they have? They have absolutely zero military. Oh god. And the fallen empires are busy fighting each other. I doubt the divine. They have 7,000. What about the order? I mean, they've been getting their butt kicked all night, basically. Yeah, 26. They're going to spread, which means they're going to start getting their million fleet. This is never going to end. I know, this is amazing. Like, I know it sounds weird, but I'm just so excited to see a double crisis. And to have it actually spawn in the middle. The odds of this are so low. I can't believe it. Okay, Holy shit. 3 nights in a row. Jesus. I'm gonna have to do it. I need to see how this ends. I need to see if this universe will somehow miraculously survive. Because the closest fallen empire is over here. Obviously, you know, this one was a formidable foe, and we've got the Xenophobes, but they're in the middle of the war in heaven, so will they go and take on the Scourge? The Scourge need to be dealt with quickly, or they start getting, like, million power fleets, and then you're fucked. Anyway, let's save this game. Holy shit. Resume here. Yes, override it. Alright. I have got to thank you all for sticking through me with this. This is amazing. I'm having so much fun. I cannot believe this is happening. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to write a quick recap on Discord so everyone who didn't show knows what the hell just happened. Alright. Love y'all. Have a good night.